What is up, legends? We are back in another week. HypeWatch. Now we're going to start HypeWatch off kind of sad, but Mega Man X Dive is going to be shut down. And normally I don't talk about when games get shut down because I think it's dirty. I think it's bad journalism. I think it's unprofessional to really talk about it because people get fired. And I don't want to make money off of people getting fired. However, in this particular case right now with this particular game, I want to talk about this game before we get to the other stuff. This game was mismanaged 100% because it had enough content, it had enough characters. Mega Man itself is pretty lit in general, but they put baseline everything banner and then off of money, and this is how you kill stuff. And we're gonna see at the end of this video what happens when you do that, because another game did that is notoriously hard-headed and it is paying for it right now. I don't know why companies do that, but I'm going to show you some perspective on why they probably are hard-headed. But going into it, if you're new to HypeWatch, what we do on HypeWatch is we specifically talk about gaming and we talk about mobile, PC, and FGC stuff. So we're going to get right into it. First thing up off the bat is, why is this here? No, decline that. Dual Force. Dual Force is essentially Marvel Snap, but the DC version of it. You can sign up for it right here. You might see this on the channel before this video. I'm not sure. I do have access to it, but we'll see what happens with that because I haven't been able to play just pretty much for right now anyway. So this is a card-based, like I said, card-based TCG on Fighter. I believe it's on mobile and on PC, and we're gonna see how good it's gonna be. I'm interested in it, so definitely gonna put it out there for you guys. If you have not signed up for this yet, you can as of now. Next up, we have Evil Wizard. I believe I did show this before on the channel before, but it is rounding out and it is now out. As you guys can see, there's the release date says the 25th, but I'm pretty sure it was not out at that particular point in time, but it's out now, and it's pretty good. It's actually pretty good, so I wanted to actually put the feelers out for you guys. If you look for something cheap to actually buy and play, might be for you. Next up is Terrace Land. Now, I put Terrace Land on the channel. You guys liked it. A lot of people liked it. It is another sign up for another beta. I thought the last beta was the last one, but apparently it was not. And you can sign up again up until I believe the 26th or something like that. So if you want to try to get in, you did not get in before, try to now. Next up is the era of Overband. I did put this up on the channel too. This was a weird JoJo Idol type of game. It is global now, so you guys can hop in and mess around with it, play it. If you are looking for some weird, interesting idol type of gameplay, go for it. Like I'm guaranteeing you have not played this type of game before, so you know, it might be something you like. Next up, this game, this will be the third time I'm actually showing this game, but I believe it's just Shijima. I believe that's what it's going to be in global as well. This is like Dead by Daylight, but everybody like Dead by Daylight versus Sadako, and F that, because if there's one thing I don't like in life is that. So Chinese Ghost, I don't F with that, and that's exactly what this game is based off of. It's Dead by Daylight Chinese Ghost. I'm good. Cursed Bride. Now, this is basically Illusion Connect. This is the fourth Illusion Connect clone with waifus and everything else. So if you are into that thing, go for it. Now, the first clone, I'm forgetting the name of it. The first clone is still making money right now. I don't understand how, but it is. Like it's actually racking up right now. It's pretty impressive that they literally just stole the game and just made it something else, and people are buying it. So there's that. Cult Summoner RPG. It's pretty much like Cult of the Lamb, but idle, and you just run around and do kind of like the same type of stuff, idle wise, with the theme of Cult of the Lamb. So yeah, there's that. Next up is Animal Rebellion. This is kind of card based, battler. Kind of fun. Might be something that you go into. Again, not something that I would put on my channel, but I did want to mention it, so something that you would hop into. Next up is Magic Survivor Immortal Road. This is another one of those, I guess, Vampire Survivor games, mobile. There's a bunch of them out right now, and they seem to be making a lot of money, so that's why they keep making these games. And yeah, so if you're looking for another one like that, just bite-sized content, come in, beat it, and dip out. Here you go. Next up is Guardian Goddess. It's kind of like similar to Psychic Idol, but just a different type of girl running around. You essentially, it's like Psychic. I'm assuming that Psychic Idol is like something else, but this game is literally like it. You get a lot of control over what you can do with the character, which is, I like when games do stuff like that, so I can actually, just have fun with the character, and the character not be something cheesy that I hate, that is just all on rails, you're just not doing anything. It's bad. Damn, poor time defenders. I always say that every time I see this. This game deserves a whole lot better than what it is, but whatever. Cyber Snake. This is different because this is Snake, but it's a mobile version, and you can basically run around and try to survive and take people out or survive it on your own. As you guys can see, you get stronger and you get a better type of snake and stuff like that. It's a pretty interesting concept, but it's still just Snake at the end of the day. Next up is Dragon Quest Evolution. This is interesting because how many Dragon Quest games are there? A Dragon Nest, rather. I believe there's like 5 mobile games, so I didn't pre-register. I'm definitely interested to see if this was going to be good, and are they actually going to be sticking with it? And as you can see, it's Level Infinite actually doing it, not Nexon. So that's interesting. But I do want to see it because it's like every time they make these new Dragon Nest games, they just give up. Like they do that. The Square Enix give up. Like everybody be like, oh, it's kind of cool, we playing everything else. The next thing you know, in the service. All right, and last but not least, the biggest hype that you definitely need. This is the next big thing. It's not a Hoyo game because we're gonna discuss what's going on with Hoyo. This is the next big thing. This is gonna be big. 100% gonna be big. Like, trust me. I got a little insight on it. Pre-register, dog. Pre-register. Get ready. All right. To wrap things up, I know it is kind of a quick video. We didn't spend too much time today. I just want to get through this. Street Fighter Duel is a tale of perspective, because a lot of it's been made a big deal, and they made posts and everything else, kind of bagging on them and say, hey, like look what happened to them. Like they started out with 10 million, and now look at them, they only got 2 million revenue the last month and everything else like this, which is still good. Which is actually, with that revenue in the last month, that would put them top 20. It still put them top 20. So I don't. This and them, it's kind of like it's weird, because when you put it in perspective and hit Lifetime, the 20 million plus. When you hit Lifetime, so they only made 2 million the last month. It's only been like 3-4 months they've been active right now. So maybe 5. Let's give them 5. It's 4 million a month. If they make 4 million a month, that's top 10 in the last 5 months. So I get that people are upset, and I'm upset, but you got to have the proper perspective. You can't just be making stuff up. And I think a lot of what's going on is people don't like the stuff that they've been doing, so people are just going hardcore into bagging on the game. Now, my problem with this game, we'll talk about that in a second. My problem with this game is they're satisfied with that money. This game should be doing what Genshin and Star Rail does, but it's not, because they're satisfied with this type of money. And as you can see, they were doing okay. Now we're talking about grossing worldwide. So that worldwide, that's actually pretty good. It's pretty good because we're talking worldwide. We're talking about everything. They were doing that. This is great. But you see what's steadily happening right now. And he jumped up. That's probably when Evil Ryu was the 31st. It's probably Evil Ryu. And then it's down here. So essentially what's happening right now, they're gonna rise up, but it is slowly dying. Regardless of whatever, people can say whatever they want to say. Numbers speak more than your feelings. Numbers don't care about your feelings at the end of the day. The social media aspect of it been dead. Like dead. Like we already discussed this already. Here we go. Street Fighter Duel, the Twitch category, 3 viewers. This is a catastrophic failure. And when I said that, I was told the devs are really focusing on, and the minute that I heard that, I was like, the level of incompetence when you hear devs aren't focused on their dead category, or like, you just don't want to have, you want to go out of business at that point. There's no such thing as you're not, like, you see this and, oh, that's not our focus. What should be your, like, unemployment line should be those people focus at that point. Like, I've never heard anything like that before. Like, I was taken aback. Like, any other gaming company except for mobile, if they said something like that, they would have been fired instantly. Now, they wouldn't even have gotten the chance to actually even give that emotion to say, well, we're not, like, bitch, what? It's only mobile that companies get away with stuff like that. Where companies get away with, like, this is just okay. Right now, this is not okay. I don't think companies sometimes realize just how powerful social media is and just how powerful Twitch and YouTube are. When you're global on YouTube, if you type in Street Fighter Duel, and then if you put it into if you put it into VidPro, or what's the other one? Whatever, VidPro. You put in that, and you look at the global average for videos for Street Fighter Duel, it's 1.1K, the global average. So what that tells me is that there's people who are hanging on, who are being happy, whatever else. I'm not just picking. There's a reason for this, as you guys saw that I'm going to get to Genshin in a second. I'm not just picking on Street Fighter Duel, but like you saw in the beginning with this, Mega Man acted exactly how Street Fighter Duel acted. Capcom, and unfortunately, this is another Capcom mobile game. I don't know what's going on in Capcom. They're acting kind of similar to like what Bandai does, where they feel that they don't have to listen because they're Asian companies, and they don't feel that they have to listen to the global market, that they got their ways of actually doing stuff, and they think that they're pros or whatever else, and then they just fall flat on their goddamn face. And like, if I was running mobile division at Capcom or whoever is doing this, I don't think it's Capcom directly though, but whoever's actually doing this, I would fire every damn body. Especially like companies like Bandai. Like Bandai failed for like 15 years of mobile. There ain't no way. Ain't no way. Y'all making that much money that you can waste that much money? Like it is an amazing level of incompetence. Amazing level of competence that continues to keep making excuses for why it's failing when it, like you literally, well, this like it. Street Fighter Duel is a case of too many cooks in the kitchen and no leader. I'm putting it out there. There's too many cooks in the kitchen with Street Fighter Duel and no leader. None. As for Genshin, here's something interesting about Genshin. If you look, Genshin has been top. And you want to know the difference between Genshin and like, say like with the games that we just talked about? As much as we bag on them, as much as they have problems showing actual black people in their games, until Star Rail they did better, but they actually listen. They listen and they adjust. We bag on them. They don't give a lot of currency, but they listen and they adjust. They actually do. And that is why they end up top grossing. And like, you know, that's just is what it is. It is what it is at the end of the day. And companies should look at that and say, you know, like, oh, it's not that they're self-publishing. That has nothing to do with them listening. It has literally nothing to do. Like, you can have 5 different companies making one game, but they all need to realize that you have to listen to the public. It doesn't matter if you have 5 different companies making one game. That's the core underlying thing means that you have to effing listen to the company. I mean, to the public, and say, hey, you know what? This is pay to win. This is like everybody doesn't like it. Okay, don't do it. Understand industry. Like, look up, do some research. Like, do some damn research. Like, I know there's companies that just don't research because they just do stuff that is just unseen at anywhere ever. Like, somebody actually did research. Marketing did research. Like, what marketing did they do? What marketing from what? The 80s? Like, what marketing strategy is this? I don't like with Street Fighter. I don't understand what marketing strategy they have that they just decided to let Twitch die. What college student did they hire to do that? Like, it's some edgy dude. Maybe he was 50 and he don't even know what Twitch is. Probably. he don't even know what Twitch is. Like, what's Twitch? Like he probably still got MySpace or something like that. He's probably trying to put Street Fighter Duel on MySpace, and it was like, why doesn't it work on MySpace? Like, I don't understand that. Like bruh. So when you get to April, what happened in April? What happened around March and April? You know what came out? Star Rail. Because this is perspective. The Star Rail literally cut Genshin Impact's revenue like by 25 to 30%. It's not that the game started magically like sucking any more than it does. It doesn't suck. It's just that it's extremely casual, and it's just not for me because it's extremely casual. Star Rail actually isn't casual, and not that it's that hard, but it's not casual, and they don't cater you to being casual. They tell you go get good, basically, and that's why I rep Star Rail. I like Star Rail because it says go get good. It don't tell you we're gonna give you the game. It just says go get good, and I appreciate that. I deeply appreciate that. As far as this though, like, it's amazing that their own game is what knocked them down. It wasn't anything else. There's other good games out there. Obviously, there's Outer Plane and Aether Gazer, but they're not gonna cause a 10 rank dip in Genshin Impact. No way. Not even them combined can do that. It's absolutely Star Rail that caused that, because there's not enough money on the market to have like that much. Like the money got to go somewhere, essentially. So people started putting their money into Star Rail over Genshin, and that's what happened. People were thinking, well, Genshin's dying. This finally happened. It's not finally happening. It's just that there's the economy's really bad for gaming right now. And it's just not enough, which is why a lot of games are dying, because there's not enough money to go around to do stuff like that, which is why I say to companies like with the Mega Man, like with the Street Fighter Duel, you don't have the leeway to be hard-headed. You don't have the leeway to think that you're doing everything right and that everybody must listen to you, because you will just one day notice that you are not making any money at all because you were hard-headed. And that's kind of what happened. So that's all I got for you guys in this video. I wanted to actually point that out because you see a lot of this going on Twitter and Reddit right now with both Genshin and Street Fighter Duel. A lot of misinformation, and like I said, numbers don't care about your feelings and numbers don't lie. Street Fighter Duel is dying 100%. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. It's all their fault. They can fix it, but they probably won't. And they ain't gonna fix it. And as far as Genshin is not dying. Genshin is just basically Hoyo is basically fighting itself. If we're being real, Star Rail is actually fighting Genshin for money. That's about it. That's going on, and there's just not enough money for both of them to be making billions. Like, it's still the same, their company, it's still making money. It's all going to the same place. It's just going in different spots. So yeah, I will catch you guys next video. Thank you for watching. I hope you had a great week. Hope you have a great Sunday when you see this video, and see you soon. Thank you, Legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.